Chasing.
I didn't exactly have anything prepared, but okay, you convinced me.
Yeah!
That'll be funny. Hey everyone, welcome to Threshold. My name's Steven. Let's go around and meet the players.
Hey, I'm Patrick, and I play... Who do I play? Renee Bontemps, but you can call me Slick, and I have a pet snake named Squeeze, and I'm a level 7 ranger swamp man.
I'm Eric, and I play Sir Renard, Knight of the Rose, a level 7 fighter.
I'm Zach. Anderson, right? Zach Anderson, and I'm playing a Wug-Witch priest who's a cleric level 7.
Whose name is...
Gillimon Redfoot!
Yeah!
Gillimon!
Hey everybody, I'm Casey. I play Clarion Johns, level 8 Bard Extraordinaire.
My name's Brian. I play Jamie Something, a level 8 warlock. That's about it, right?
Of Meta.
A meta. He talks to meta. He has plot armor. I made a figure. I made a Jamie figure.
Okay, so if you guys will remember last time, you just tracked the Wug-Witch down to her hut. Mm-hmm. You climbed up inside. There were some scaly bullywugs there that Renard thinks might be have dragon.
Ooh.
You guys went up into the raised swamp house. And you found some things. Let's talk about what you found. You found some masks that were 200 years old, had some dates on it. Mm-hmm. You found some plans, which looked to be some kind of time travel apparatus / ritual. You found a cauldron. You found some treasure. You found a couple potions, I think, right? Yes. So then you went back into town. And rather than returning the boat, you just bought the boat from the boat guy.
It was irreparable. We couldn't give it back to him. He would charge us anyway, so he was like, we bought the boat.
That's true. Okay. So you bought the boat and you named it...
Gatorbait.
So,
Nice.
That's the honorary Gatorbait sound.
Oh, okay.
Let's try this
All right.
again.
Okay.
Gatorbait.
So, I'll turn it over to you guys. You are in town. Did you want to take a day's rest? Is it...
What time is it?
I think you got back in the evening, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
So you could either take a rest now, or you could head down. You were heading to the Ossuarium.
That's our next object. Our next
Yes.
destination is the
'Cause the
Ossuarium.
masks.
Right. Right. I guess, yeah, that's the next thing that you guys want to do. Whether or not you want to do that right now, or take some time to do something else, is totally up to y'all.
Well,
I'll turn it over to you.
Well, fellows, I know our next destination is the Ossuarium. However, I'm not as a foolish man to go to a place of the dead at nighttime. So, how do you guys think we go find a place to rest for the evening, and then we hit it first thing in the morning?
Well, that doesn't bother me none going at night, but I've had more dealings with these sorts of things.
Yeah, with the undead, yes.
Yeah, but also I'm pretty tired, so kind of a long day.
It has been a long day. We almost got eaten by a crocodile.
Yeah.
And
we did.
And burned severely by acid belched from a horny toad.
Yeah, pretty gross.
Got wrapped up in some vines.
Yeah, so I'd say we take a little bit of a rest beforehand.
All right, where to?
The brothel.
Now that you guys say that, I'm pretty sure that's what you did at the end of last session.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like
that's right.
Yeah, I feel like we've already done that. So you guys wake up in the long night, fuck breakfast, and now there's...
Wait, okay, so is that you didn't have breakfast?
No, you
or
ate
for
breakfast. You ate breakfast. No.
It's like, where are the commas in that statement?
That's a pretty good fuck breakfast.
It's a traditional Malaysian.
So we were on the way.
We're on our way to the Ossuarium.
All right, you guys remember the way. Do you guys need to prepare at all for this? I'm just curious while you guys are in town, if like while you're walking through the market, you see anything that like catches your eye. If you need to purchase anything, everyone's good on ammo and food and all that.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, you arrive at the Ossuarium. It's as you remember, it's the middle of the town. As you get there now, you've sort of been in the jungle. You notice that like there's several like bars near it that have closed, and you also notice that a lot of the plants that are in the vicinity have like grown. You maybe didn't notice it at first, but it looks now that they've sort of grown out of control, just like some of the plants in the swamp have. So like there's weeds. The building has like some columns. It looks like it's kind of an open air marble building that you come into, and it goes like down some stairs, so it's below ground just a little bit for the big entryway where the funeral was held. But there's like vines that are like twisting all up the marble, and it's started to crack it a little bit, like it's trying to like choke the thing. There's also a very foul-smelling air that comes from within the ossuarium, and there's like a breeze comes out, and it's pretty foul-smelling.
Is it a similar smell to what we smelled in the swamp, or is it like a rotting corpse smell?
No, it's more similar to the swamp.
Okay. I'm gonna take my cloak. I'm gonna kind of put it over my nose, like this, to kind of weed out some of the smell.
I'm gonna take some of my mustache hair and just like start stuffing it in my nose. Man, it stinks in here.
Yes.
Are there any priests around?
You're gonna go inside. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were gonna check out the bars or not. You head down inside. As you come into like the main entryway, just like you did when you took your father, you see the same cleric of the Black Piper there. He has on his his black Moraeus shirt and his black kilt, and you can see that he's gotten used to the smell. But he sees you come in. He says, "Hello, is there something I can help you with?"
Yes, I believe I found these out in the swamp, and if I reckon correctly, they're usually buried with people. And I'm wondering what your opinion on this mask is. And I pull out one of the masks. He eyes it for a minute. He looks it over and he says, "Yeah, that's. I would definitely say." He strokes his big gray beard, and he says, "Yeah, I would reckon that it is one of the burial masks, but the date here says it's very old, so I would say that it comes from very deep within the ossuarium, at least 200 years down the line. What is further disturbing to me is that these masks, because this one is like nice, right? It's like made out of metal. He says these masks are usually the kind that are reserved for the death of the nobles of the actual Macaulet family that lives here in town." Because they're wolf-shaped, right?
Yeah, they're wolf masks. He says, "So I reckon that perhaps we have some grave robbers deep down here."
Is there more than one? I'm not sure of the layout, but is there more than one exit once you go down into the mausoleum that you?
Once you get down into the actual ossuarium, it's old and has been designed over a period of about 200 years by numerous different hands, so it tends to twist and turn. Of course, there's different sections. There's the first section that was built to house the original soldiers that died in the War of the South. And then as you go out farther, there's been different wings and stuff that have been added on at different times. But this one is pretty far deep back and dates pretty far back. These are very old masks. So there could be multiple exits, or there's all kinds of secret passages and stuff down there that different wealthy people have built to hide their treasures. Is there a problem?
No, not at all, sir. I have an itch. It's very hot here. My skin is not used to this sort of humidity.
Also, what is that? What is that smell? It didn't smell like this.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
smell
in here.
I don't smell anything. Are you? Could it be that you're not used to the smell of the dead?
Well, I don't remember it smelling like this a few days ago when we buried my father.
Perhaps it came on slowly. I have had several other people complain. I just attributed it to the particularly warm weather heating up the bodies down there and making some of the newer ones reek. But perhaps I should go down there at some point and preserve some of the corpses until it gets a little bit cooler.
Would we be allowed to go down and possibly explore the Macaulet section of the Ossuarium?
To get down there, I'm afraid that is a private section of the Ossuarium. It's actually the Macaulets themselves that control it. So I wouldn't exactly be able to let you down there. I could get in a lot of trouble.
We're just concerned. We want to return these masks to their rightful place, and we're concerned. We found these out in the swamp where they should not be. Like this is nobility. This is royalty. We can't just have their masks out in the swamp. So we'd really like to return them if we could.
Let me see that mask one more time. He looks at it. Give me a persuasion.
Persuasion. 18.
Ooh. He looks at it and he says, "All right, I trust you enough. Why don't you go ahead and head on down? I don't know. How long do you plan on being down?"
Oh, no more than 1-2 hours.
Okay, fair enough. He says, "Be back in a couple of hours and I won't tell anyone." He unlocks the gate to the ossuarium. And he says, "All right, go ahead and go on down, but be careful. Down there, there's we don't venture too deep into the ossuarium on a regular basis. I myself haven't gone very far back. 'Cause the further back you get, there's nothing but bones and the souls of the damned."
So certainly there could be going on that are tainting this catacomb that you don't even know.
I suppose that's possible.
Has anyone gone down there recently?
No, not through this entrance anyway. Like I said, there could be some back entrances, maybe out in the swamps or other places in town. There were lots of people who would build special sections of their entrances and exits to their burial spots, so they could keep check on some of their family relics or visit their loved ones. But there's no actual complete map of the entire ossuarium. It's not like a normal ossuary.
Well, I guess we'll leave breadcrumbs then, I suppose. Or some sort of to find our way back. That's what breadcrumbs do. Okay. Excellent.
Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Would I know where my father was put, or usually you do the ceremony on top and then they take the body
and
down?
they take it down. And they bury it somewhere down there.
Can I produce a torch? Is this place lit? Is there like a lighting system? Or do I have to-
It's not lit. There are some torches that you could light along the way, or you could take one down with you, or you could do it with a spell.
I'm gonna grab a torch just for now and light it. It's dim. It doesn't give a whole lot of light.
If we ever need more light, I can provide it. But for now, the torch shall do.
Sure. Excellent. Sounds great. I'm in the lead with the torch.
Great. So what's your passive perception?
My guy's perception is 10.
Beautiful. Okay, really 10.
Yes, my intelligence is like
Wisdom.
wisdom is
Also 10.
also 10.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, that's just very perfectly average. Okay.
it was -1 until
recently.
Until recently.
Okay. So you're walking around and you come to you go maybe just a few feet in. You pass some holes that are carved out where maybe bodies will be lay in the near future.
I'm actively looking for my father's location.
Okay, give me a perception check while you're doing that, and while I describe this room. You come to a room a little bit farther in, which is a chapel for the Black Piper. There's a big statue to him, and he sits holding his bagpipes and with his kilt, and he has the face of a skeleton. He has no face. He just has like like a skull. So he looks kind of grim reapery as he stands there watching over the sort of empty room where there's a place where people can make offerings. Clarion, you see your father's body. He's 3 days decomposed, so he's like covered in green mold. 3 days.
Is that what happens?
3 days.
Really?
Things he learned working on a crime show.
Oh.
So yeah, after 3 days, his body is already starting to mold, and his skin is starting to like sink and recede.
Is he just like out on like a tablet or?
So it's like in Skyrim, how there's like the holes cut into the walls, like the shells.
Oh, sure.
Where,
Like in
where
Mortal
bodies
Kombat.
are laid. Sure.
Like in the Roman catacombs.
There you go. Like in catacombs. That's where it is. So, like in the catacombs of Paris.
Real burial.
Copy you.
I'm gonna need a minute, guys. And I approach my father's corpse.
All right. It looks as I described. Other than that, it looks as you remember it. Same clothes. It still has the burial mask on.
And those are dated for the
This
days
year.
abroad. Oh, they're dated by year.
But year of the death.
Okay, just the year. Okay.
Yeah.
I follow up on Clarion, and I'd like to check something on your father's body. Is that okay?
Well, you gave me the chance to speak to him, so anything you think you need to do, I'm support.
The charm I left on his body still on it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Just making sure they're respecting the local practices.
Was it? It's been a while since I've been here, Guillemot. Is it normal to just let him sit out and decompose? And
Well, I mean, of course, every group has their own beliefs and how the dead should be stored. Personally, I prefer to preserve and bury them outside. There's a better connection to the outside world of Ebwa. But the Black Piper seems to prefer his undead underground. Or dead, I'm sorry. Sorry, didn't mean to startle you there. It's dead.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna go.
I have an oven.
Okay.
Wonderful. So you're still in the chambers. There's a few maybe like scraps of food or drink left to maybe as an offering to the Black Piper. Some small coins that maybe someone will collect later and put in a box somewhere for upkeep.
I'd like to take a small charm off my character and place it next to the offerings.
Great.
So give me the organizational layout of this place. Is it like 1994 and then like all the like a hallway of all the dead bodies of
Oh, I see.
1994,
Okay, so basically how it works. So imagine imagine you're packing, like you're filling books in a house as you get them. And you fill up a room and you have one bookcase and you fill it up. And then some people keep giving you books. So then you put more books in there. So then when you fill that entire room up with books, you go, oh, I'm going to need to start another room. So then you go to another room. Now, at first, it's going to probably be pretty organized, but then you're going to be like, wow, for some reason, like I can't put books in the bathroom. So then you're going to have to go across the hall to the bedroom. And then you start filling up the bed. So it's like, it starts out, yeah, exactly. They just keep coming. They start off like
heaven.
certain areas will come to a cluster where it'll be pretty organized by year, but then all of a sudden it'll break down because either there is this section wasn't built until later, or like they just attached it, a new section like goes through a door to an older section.
And that's how
So-
the Ossuarium makes their money, is noble families would buy their wings ahead of time, I would assume. And
So this is like a Jack Macaulet memorial wing or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, or more like my family and for generations we're gonna have this section of the Ossuarium,
Okay.
and this is where we'll be entombed when we die.
And so was Clarion's dad in like the general populace area? Okay.
Which is kind of organized by date, but it's really just like where they have an open spot, and then sometimes when they don't have an open spot, they'll just like push the bones over and they'll put a new one in there.
So it's kind of like just jamming another book into the bookcase and destroying
Books are like on top of each other, or like you're slipping smaller books inside of bigger books.
I mean, the books don't feel anything.
That's true.
Hey, that's not nice.
Okay, so this is not just going to be like, there's no Dewey Decimal System to these books.
No.
So you can't.
There's no Dewey
Ah, here
Decimal
he is.
System to these books.
Okay. So we're gonna be here for a while.
Well, except for the Macaulets probably have a pretty substantial wing.
Yeah, it's still gonna take a while to like go through every
Yes.
Macaulet of the past 200 years.
How much time has passed?
Well, you guys have only come downstairs and looked at the body, so maybe like 10 minutes.
Just making sure.
I leave a bullet on his chest.
A little ball.
Is it like a black powder bullet? Okay.
Yeah.
I have my torch. I drop it. I'm gonna drop the torch.
Okay.
And it's gonna go out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, dang it.
What are you doing, man?
I dropped the torch. I'm sorry.
It's creepy in here.
I know.
It's alright. I got it covered. And I pull out my seashell shaker and throw water around, and all the corpses around me within 60 feet start lighting up
Okay. Yeah. Now it's creepy.
with a green glow.
The corpses have a green glow, and they cast sort of shadows. The corpses sort of like throw shadows on the wall that kind of look more like how they would have looked in life. So like corpses cast shadows of like how the people would have looked in life on other ones. So like a skull has a shadow of like a person with a face and stuff.
God damn it.
I don't like it in here, man. I can't run anywhere.
See, this way I don't have to hold the light. The light travels with me.
That's a good point. I'm gonna holster the torch.
It's a really handy spell.
Yes. Very useful.
The article's gonna be so old by the time this episode hits. All right, what's up?
So, I just hope we find my other family before they end up like my father.
You have more family down here?
No, just my
Sisters.
sisters and my
Oh,
mom
right. Okay. Yeah.
are not dead, I assume.
No, I don't think they are.
They're down here. They're probably dead.
I wouldn't think.
Oh, it's there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I hope
mean,
not to find them down here, but
Right. Well, we're gonna trudge forward. We're gonna try and find the Macaulet wing.
Okay. The
ours.
passage goes down 20 feet and then is making a turn to the left. You guys are going to go down it. How are you moving cautiously? Like, do I need to stop at every corner so you guys can peek around it? Or
I'm
can I
gonna
just
peek
kinda...
around the corner. I don't.
Okay.
I'm just following their lead.
You peek around the corner and you find a sort of archway. There's like a gold door at the end of it. It looks like a fairly old gold door. It has some fancy leaves going up the sides of it.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh. That is a very fancy door. That could possibly be the door to a noble area of the catacombs.
That's certainly what it looks like.
is there any? Can we tell from here if there's an inscription or anything? Any writing?
There doesn't seem to be. There is an inscription, but it doesn't look like it's Macaulet. You can see it is. There's a little picture of a little man, and he's holding up a little gem. There's a gem in the door that he's holding up, and you recognize it clear on as a sign. There's a jeweler in town who is his family symbol. So this is his tomb.
Look at the size of that jewel.
No, don't be defiling no crypts.
What am I gonna do with the jewel?
It's a big old hoop. Do you want to go in, Claire?
I don't. It's just a jeweler's family symbol, and he probably paid some money to have a big fancy.
So it's probably not.
I don't think Macaulet would be in there.
No, they're probably looking for something that has wolves on it.
Or a moon.
Or a moon.
Full moon.
So,
Or jewels.
do you want to go in the jewel place? In the jewel room?
No.
No. Okay, well, we're gonna pass by the jewel room.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna pull Slick forward.
You guys, you continue on. There is a pretty large room coming up. This one is it looks like a statuary. There's several statues that are sort of standing with swords that look to be like guarding some of the dead that are around here. They're dressed in like traditional, like 200 year ago
Morayish. I want to say Macaulet, but it's Morayish, like Morayish garb. The kilts and they have the swords.
Wonderful.
There's an exit to the far side, which continues on farther down.
Do we have to go through this catacomb in order to progress?
There's another passage to the right as well.
Oh, if these are the defenders, then
we
maybe
got-
further that way would be.
I'd say we'll probably go
there.
forward if they're defending this area.
I
That's
agree.
probably where we should go. Guillemot,
Yes, sir.
can you tell to see if there's any sort of magics going on and any sort of magics going on with this these statues?
I do believe that is not an accomplishment of mine. I find it hard to trace those things. I'm more about controlling the webway of
I
Ebwa.
did not know if the living spirit of Ebwa was not incarcerating. What's the word?
Encased.
Encased in these statues.
Incorporated.
I reach over and put a hand against one of the statues and say a quick little wug prayer.
As you do so, the statue like shivers and a hand comes out and grab yours.
Whoa.
It bursts out of the stone and it's a skeletal hand and it grabs your arm. Everyone roll initiative.
Yay!
Damn it.
No.
No, just your.
That'd be a cool class feature.
That would be a classic.
Great, what do we got?
I got 10.
10,
11.
11,
11.
11,
19.
19,
7.
7.
Sir Renard is like on top of it.
It's all the next.
So yeah, Renard, you're up first. As the stone falls away from the three statues, you can see that they're actually zombies, just covered in mud to look like stone.
Oh god.
Oh.
They come on down. So Renard, you're up first.
I'm going to hop forward and attack the one that's grabbing Guillemot.
Great.
What kind of mud is that? We're talking like Arnold and the Predator kind of mud.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like mud, so that they look like statues. Like so, it looks like gray stone.
Okay.
Maybe so. I haven't actually seen that movie in a long time.
Okay.
24? Yes.
Yeah, 24 hits.
And then,
Stab him in the throat.
okay. And then, ooh. 10?
10 damage.
Yeah.
Uh,
No. Sorry. That was
Second swing.
10 to second swing to hit.
Oh yes. Yeah. How much damage was it the first time?
7.
Okay, and then how much damage?
No, wait, no. 7 plus 13. And then another 13.
Okay, so he's gonna go down. Tell me what it looks
Oh,
like.
okay. So I'm gonna grab or push Guillemot out of the way and just start impaling the knight, and then
How does he go down?
yeah, he's sort of gonna lose stability because I'm gonna stab him a bunch of times, and he's sort of gonna like fall in on himself and
Okay, he
fall to pieces.
That's that a noise as he collapses in on himself, falls to the floor. There's a couple more zombies left. They're gonna run over. There's two. They're gonna run over to Guillemot and Renard. I got a slam coming at you, Guillemot.
Okay.
11.
11 does not hit.
And a slam coming at you, Renard. 18. Does 18 hit you?
I'm gonna use my reaction to use my defensive duelist, and it will miss. So I'm gonna block
Okay,
it
so
with
tell me
my-
what it looks like as he.
He's gonna
comes
run
down to
towards
slam
me,
you.
and I'm gonna throw my buckler out in the way to block his attack, redirecting it.
His hands hit against your buckler. Buckler. Jamie, you're up.
Jamie sees all these zombies and he goes, "I have just the thing for this." And he's gonna get his rings up, and the rings are gonna start glowing. Like instead of a green, it's gonna be kind of like a pale blue.
Okay.
And my eyes are gonna go a little bit of blue.
Okay.
And then like just a small little of this pale blue kind of smoke is gonna come off one of the zombies,
Uh huh.
and now you attack.
Okay.
That's going to be 15.
Yeah, 15 hits.
Okay. He takes a D.
So the smoke is coming off the zombies.
One of the zombies.
Okay. So how's the smoke? How's the smoke hurting them? Like they're just burning up.
It's necrotic damage.
Okay.
Interesting.
6 damage.
Okay.
And if it's undead, which I'm pretty sure zombies are.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Pretty sure.
That's a safe assumption.
It has disadvantage against attack rolls against me.
Oh.
Look at that.
As the zombie starts to smoke, it you can see the mud is being burned off as the skin underneath it starts to evaporate. Clarion.
Now you stay dead. Now you hear? I need a wisdom saving throw.
I can do that.
Pretty
I
dumb.
can't do
Yeah,
that.
pretty
6.
Dissonant whispers goes off, doing 9 points damage, psychic damage, and
Are you doing the one that Jamie or the other one?
the one in front of Gilman.
Okay.
Failed, and immediately uses its reaction if available to move as far away from you as it allows.
Great. He runs as he reaches the arch door of the threshold of this room. He runs through it, and the magic is no longer there, and he just dissolves as he runs through the door, like in Game of Thrones, where they can't go through the cave, so he just runs through the passageway, and then becomes a pile of bones.
Nice.
Guillemon.
There's still one left.
Yes.
I would
That is
like
smoking.
to take a step back and point at the one that is smoking while I'm grabbing my seashell choker or my shaker. I command you to return back to your place in Ebwal.
You can see as you shake the seashell shaker like the zombie,
Give me a
Freaks
dex
out.
check.
Oh boy. That's Dexter.
5.
Does not make it, and it takes 2 points of damage. Woo!
It you can see the shaker. The zombie doesn't like that, and he kind of shrivels up a little bit, but is still looking pretty strong. Slick.
All right. Squeeze is gonna hop out, assuming he wants to jump in and attack. No, be cool. And I grab my crossbow and I'm gonna try to shoot it. First attack, 13.
13 hits.
Wow. Okay.
The zombie's
They're zombies encased in mud. I imagine they can't move.
13 damage.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me how he goes down.
All right. So I raise my crossbow. I let out a bit of a breath, fire, and just goes right between one ear and out the other.
So you dealt 13 damage. Okay, great. So he goes down and he falls down to the ground, unable to get back up. All right, those are all the zombies.
Can we stop touching stuff, please?
I'd like to walk up to all the zombie heads and start pouring a little bit of salt into each of their mouths.
Whoa, hold up. As he does, I'm gonna pull a tooth out of the zombie I killed. Put it in my bag.
Hopefully this salt shall keep their spirits at bay from not returning.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk to him. That's even better.
Sorry.
Man, you got salt?
I got a little salt.
I like salt.
All right, where to? There's the 2 rooms that you can.
We're going
this
forward.
room.
Did the one run through the one we're going through?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're going through that one.
So as you enter this area, Guillemon, you can. Well, that's a spell. Never mind.
Wait, yeah, we're walking through the thing where he dissolved.
Yes.
What if we dissolve?
I think it sounds like Jamie and these guys walk through the door and Slick pauses the threshold of this thing.
Squeeze. you are.
Squeeze goes through no problem, and you do as well. This takes you into a general grand, not a grand crypt, but just a regular crypt for unimportant
unimportant people's burial. Again, this one is significantly older, so lots of bodies are mostly bones now are haphazard. You can see at least 2 or 3 skulls in each, like little what are those recesses called? I'm gonna call them cubbies in each cubby.
Can we see what year they are from the
Yeah,
masks?
do they maintain the masks?
Yeah, they all have the
Okay.
masks. You can look at them if you want.
Did the mud zombies have masks?
No, they were disguised as statues. The year is maybe like the 1910s.
Okay.
How old is Murray?
Murray's about 200 years old.
So,
These guys died at the very near the.
so the masks we found are from the junction of
Founders
like,
of Murray.
the
Like,
founders.
Yeah,
of
some of
Murray.
the oldest. Yeah.
And the Macaulets are a founding family of Murray.
Yeah. Of Crescent Crest. Yeah.
Well, this seems to be a regular crypt of unimportant people.
Yeah, man. And I'd hate to live down here.
Yeah,
You might when you die.
I'm not dying
I
here.
don't think so, man.
No.
There'll be some sort of food for a snake or gator, or like a big spider, or maybe one of them bats that has like 4 arms.
I like to believe.
4-armed bats?
You guys walk in. You notice that there aren't any exits to this room, but you turn around and there's actually a doorway that is on the same wall that you entered.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it kind of is doubling back on itself.
So it's 2 doorways next to each other?
Yeah.
So I lean my head out the door where we came in. Is there a wall there?
Yeah. No, there's a wall.
I was
There's
like,
it's
wait
two,
a minute.
2 doors. There's one that you came in, and then beside it, leading to a different hallway, is a different.
Are there
Is
any,
it
there
different?
not any markings on the archways as we go further in? They didn't mark.
Not
Years
really.
or
Not anything so far.
Well, we have two courses of actions, my friend. We go through this door number 1.
Which we just came through.
No, the other one, the next door next
There's
door.
2 exits.
One is
we
the
just
one we
came
came
through.
in.
What,
Yes.
There's another one.
Yeah,
Either
the other
backtrack
one's the only way
or
we
we
can
go-
go.
Yeah, we
Forward.
go into this new door,
Yes.
or we go back into the previous room and go through the second door in that room.
Oh, I think we take door number 2.
So we go back to the original door,
No.
the mud zombie room.
We're going through the door we haven't come through before.
Okay.
Is the smell getting any worse?
Give me a perception check. It's a great idea.
That would be 20.
The smell is definitely worse on coming from the new passage you haven't been down yet.
Are we?
I think we need to go
below
down
water
this one then.
Go ahead and say that again.
No.
Go ahead and say that again.
I think we need to go down this one, man. Definitely smells worse that way.
When in doubt, follow your nose.
Yes, yes, indeed.
The nose knows.
What?
I don't know.
Is that when your Eblob
Is that a
like,
Wug-Witch
mantras?
thing?
No, I feel like that's just a general Murray
Oh.
Durace saying.
I'm
Follow
getting
your nose.
the
It's the nose
I'm
nose.
getting
We're
the
saying this
nose.
as we're going into the new door.
The nose? Like you know.
Like a nose has a brain.
Mm-hmm.
Does a nose have a brain?
No. Just
Continuing on.
We're walking through, like, this is all happening while we're walking down the new path.
All right, you walk down the passage, and the passage is only it's like 20 feet wide, and they've all been different passageways. This one is 20 feet wide. You come to the end, and there's an iron door in your way.
Are there cubbies on there?
Yes,
What-
there's almost always going to be cubbies.
Okay. What year are on the?
Pretty similar to the other room. You find that you're getting older as you go down this hallway.
Okay.
Just one thing I want to keep track of.
I guess we have to go in there.
No.
Oh.
Boom, 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 boom.
You think somebody's home?
You can hear the echoes in a large room beyond you.
I'm trying to open it.
It's locked.
Locked. Oh, where's Vel? We need him. He's very good at opening doors. Let me see what I have here in my pocket.
He's one of their friends. They used to travel together.
Cool.
He's a wizard. He's famous in Sherry.
Is that like what?
Do I have?
Yes.
No.
Do I
No.
have any thieving?
Well, I'm getting two answers here. That's all I'm saying.
It's
we
all
just
magic to
open the
me.
what are you looking for?
Am I looking for it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if I put a thief kit from my rogue days in my
I'm gonna say
inventory.
you have.
Sure. Thief kit.
Used to be a rogue?
All right.
I get out the lockpick. Is it like a big lock? Like how big? It's a big door, obviously.
Yeah, it's a big door. It has like a regular keyed lock.
Okay. I'm gonna go at it and go like, all right.
Great. Give me a lockpick check. Which
Sleight of hand.
yeah. Are you proficient with the tools?
I don't.
It's rogue level, man. If only you'd kept it.
Yeah.
You told me that.
Go ahead and do it at proficiency.
Okay. So sleight of hand. I'm proficient in sleight of hand anyway because because I chose it to be for my days as a charlatan. It's gonna be 22.
Yeah. You pick the lock as you're going it. Click. Door clicks open.
Guys, I did it.
Push the door in.
You push the door open. It leads to a large room with like a stone pedestal in the center of it. It has a domed room that's painted black like the stars. Black with stars at the top. There's places for torches to be lit in each of the corners. And under them in each corner is a reflecting pool. There's also a bunch of shelves in the area. Guillemon, you see a lot of bottles that are filled with dirt. This looks like a room filled with materials used for casting spells like Speak with Dead and other divination spells for contacting those on the other side.
Okay. This seems to be some sort of conference room for your loved ones.
So it's for people to talk to dead people?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try and light these torches real quick.
You light them up, and it lights the room up. It kind of gives it an eerie shimmer off the reflections from the water pools.
Are there any torches available to light up for me?
Not in this room.
Okay.
Is it regular fire?
Yeah.
Regular colored fire? Okay.
What's the water like?
It's a question you have to ask.
Yeah.
This water actually, you inspect it and you get a huge, bad smell off of it. The water has been fouled.
Is foul water part of the ritual?
I would say it is not.
Can I look at the plans real quick?
We should go over those plans
Go over
again.
those plans.
Great.
I'm going to get out the plans.
You roll them out on where normally the dead body would sit, and you look at it. It looks to be a diagram for some kind of it's like a summoning circle. You can see at several of the towards the center of it. You can see the location to where there would be positive and negative elements, which in this case are the time forward potions and the time backwards potions. And it, again, like I said last time, it looks like the point of the device is first it accesses the time forward, the time forward potions to send the circle to the future, to then activate the time backwards potions to send it back to the present day. So it's essentially reaching into the future to bring something to the present.
Okay.
Does the circle in the maps and the plans bear any resemblance to the surroundings?
No, it does not. It looks like you could build this circle in any room.
Okay, so it's just like a generic plan.
It's a blueprint, that you would then build when you want to figure out what you want to do with it.
Okay.
Any exits?
In this room, yes, there is one to the left of the room you came in.
And a big iron door.
Big iron door.
Is it locked from this direction?
Yes. So it doesn't require any picking.
I will unlock it. There's no corpses in this room?
No, this one
Or
doesn't
anything?
have anything. You would only bring a corpse here if you
When I
wanted to talk to it.
How long?
Your voices, as you guys kind of talk to each other looking at the plans, the big dome ceiling gives it an echoing quality. You can only picture that when there was a dead body laying on the table talking from beyond the grave, that it might give it sort of a very supernatural, booming sort of feel to it.
How long after someone's died can you correspond with them?
It's a very, very short amount of time. It's within days.
So, Guillemot, what's the difference between conjuring up someone's spirit to talk to them here in this room, opposed to what you did back at the beach house, lake house, back at the lake house? with Clarion's dad?
Well, like I said before, I mean, each group has their own beliefs, and with that, each group has its own rituals. I happen to use grave water. They happen to use all these various items and sundries in order to accomplish their version of mine.
Gotcha. Okay, so here's okay. This is very strange.
Yeah.
We're going to progress forward.
Yes, let's progress forward.
It's getting.
Yeah, can you smell it? Use that nose of yours.
Give me a smell. Give me a smell check.
Smell check.
Natural 20.
Definitely worse.
You smell that it's getting worse, and you also get a whiff of some interesting smells coming from further down. You get a brief whiff of ozone, and you get a brief whiff of like a acid similar to the bile that the creepy bullywugs threw up on you.
I think I smell those things again. Those things spit on us.
Ooh. Oh, the Draco bullywugs.
Yes.
When we open the
Yes.
doors, there's cubbies,
Mm-hmm.
and those are
What
older
year?
than they were before we entered the
These
set.
ones are more recent.
Are they filled?
Yes. Yeah, they are filled. These ones are not, maybe more from the, 1950s, 60s.
Is there any reason we can't approach quietly and cautiously? No one's loud here, right?
I think that's a good plan.
No one in armor. Oh, you guys do have a pretty stealthy
Yeah.
party.
And
Who
I say
wants
we
to
have-
take lead on this stealthy investigation?
I can be up front, and I think Renee would appreciate being in. Renard. would
I
be
think
in.
I think Renard would be a good one to have up
Yeah, I'll
front.
head up front too.
Cool. So
Well,
me and Renard up front.
who's up front? Who's leading this?
I think it's wide enough for two of us.
Well, my blessing only works on one.
I'd say give it to Renard then.
Okay.
I'll be
Renard.
in the back.
Now, don't go dropping this, Renard. And I hand you a vial full of salt mixed with grave dirt. Place my hand on your shoulder. May Ebwal be with you. You shall be blessed in your endeavor in sneaking.
Thank you.
You have advantage for the next hour.
Oh, perfect.
Oh shit!
On stealth checks?
Yes.
I want South Checks.
Perfect.
Here,
Awesome.
Here we go down. I don't.
You head down the hallway. So you guys are sneaking.
Where's stealth?
So everyone, give me for this we'll do it hallway by hallway. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
9 for me.
15.
14.
16.
13.
Okay, perfect.
I'm humming too loud. So that's a little bit too loud.
What did you get? 6?
Yeah, 9.
9. No, that's not bad. That's a little worse than average. You're maybe shuffling your feet a little too much. You're not whistling as you're going down the hall. You guys come down this hallway and it ends in a storeroom. It looks like perhaps at one point in time this was an old embalming station. They probably have a new one closer to the front, but this looks like it might have been an entrance at one point or close to an entrance. And this is where they would have stored the tools for embalming the body and preparing it for burial.
That and the masks have been getting younger, so if there are multiple entries that they use to bury people, then we could be decreasing years from the present as we progress forward.
Are there any supplies left in this room?
Yeah, there's some woodworking supplies to carve the masks, and some blank template masks that you could carve up. There's some jars full of stuff that used to maybe hold water. There's a water place for cleaning your hands, but it's also foul. And there's you can see down at the corner of the room, there's some foul smelling swamp water that has seeped in from the bottom, it's coming up out of the ground.
I'd like to take one of the needles out of my hat, trade it for one of the masks that are blanks, pocket that. It's fair trade.
I'm also going to grab a mask, but I'm just going to take it.
Okay. Are you taking a finished mask or
No,
just
blank
it's just
template.
a blank block of
I'm
wood
this is
with eye
pretty
holes
cool.
or without eye holes cut.
Yeah.
It's
We can pretend to be zombies.
All right.
I
so-
shake my head at these poor excuses for masks, and keep going.
Yeah.
There's a there's a wooden door
Okay.
on the far end.
Any writing or?
No, just a simple wooden door.
I'm gonna go investigate the where the swamp water is.
Okay.
See if it
Give me a perception check.
5.
As you get close to it, the foul water smells terrible, and your eyes start to water, and your nose starts to run, and you can't get the taste out of your mouth. So as you try to look in the area, you don't see too much, but it looks like the water's coming up out of the ground, almost like the whole place is slowly sinking into the swamp.
Guys, I think this is where the bad water's coming from.
Oh. Is it somehow connected to the other places, the other basins in the other room? How is it's coming from here? How's it getting in there?
I think we're just out in the swamp, and
Oh,
swamp's starting
We
to
are
come in.
underground, so the
Right,
water
good.
might be.
you could be.
Yeah, I can taste it,
So,
man.
wait,
Ugh.
I think someone asked before, are we below
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
groundwater?
Okay.
You're below sea level.
Is there anything I can peek through for the door?
There's a very small slit that you can look through. Give me a perception check.
19.
You see a hallway that continues down and then makes a left-hand turn.
I think this next hallway is clear, guys. I push it open.
The door, you go to push it open, and the door's barred. You can feel from the other side.
It's barred.
Barred.
Ooh.
Are there any openings or anything cracks or nooks around?
There's that little one that
Just
Claire
the
Adam was looking through. So just a wooden door, though.
Wouldn't. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give. Is there a it's barred? I can't lockpick a bar.
We can.
So I guess
We
we
could
could
burn it?
Yeah. We can burn it down. We can bust it down.
We gotta be careful. Though. Where's the smoke gonna go?
Ooh.
Then brute force it is. Who has brute force?
All these kind of Dexy things on, look at each other.
Actually,
All right. I was hoping not to use this, but I guess I will. I'm gonna pull out that bead that
Great.
we got from the lake house. I've since learned in my days of having it that it's a bead of force.
Ooh.
So
I'm going to take 10 steps.
yeah,
away
everyone
from Ryan.
get behind the behind the corner.
Yeah.
Everyone get behind the corner. I'm gonna take it. It's small. I'm just gonna throw it at the door.
Great. You throw the tiny silvery bead, and you throw it, and it hits the door, and shockwave just comes out. Roll 5d4 damage.
5d4. Give me your d4s. 2, 6, 9, 12, 16 damage.
You the bead of force just goes and explodes outwards. The door splinters. The bar comes off, falls onto the ground with a clunk, and the shrapnel just extends out into the room beyond. The force, the shockwave, by the time it hits you guys, you feel it, and you the gust of wind blows your hair back. And you can hear the
That was great.
So much for being stealthy.
I think we just lost our surprise.
you hear it echo throughout the caverns.
And the bead is gone, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
There's a good use for it.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I mean, I wasn't gonna use it any other way. So, all right. Well, after you, my compatriots.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Who's leading again? Are you guys still being stealthy, or have you given up on that?
I think we can.
We
continue
can
to
still
try.
we can still try to be.
We'll
stealthy.
still, yeah.
We will try.
So you guys, great. So give me some stealth checks.
8 for me.
8.
13.
6.
6 as well.
10. Man, you even have advantage.
I got a 1 and a 2.
Oh man.
So as you guys are moving, the ground is slick, and Renard, as you're moving, you catch yourself, but you go like kind of utter out a little whoa as you slide a little bit as you go down the hallway. It's sloping down, and it turns the corner, and there's stairs that go down maybe 25 feet down. Corpses barely just don't light beyond it. The green glow continues to crackle and cast shadows of the dead.
Yeah, well, we very cautiously go down the stairs, right, guys?
Well, we're gonna run out of light.
As you start to move down, there's light that's going to pick up to the bottom.
Okay. Okay, so it's like a radius around us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm sure all the bones that I wear too probably glow a little bit also.
That is true.
Does any part of Jamie glow at this point?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You mean the
Why?
bone bracelets?
Bone bracelets, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I guess were they made out of bone? I think they were copper.
They're made of like brass or something like that. I was talking about my. Never mind.
Okay. So as you guys head on down, and this looks like a very promising entrance. There's a curved door that is, again, this one's made of gold, but this one has the Macaulet crest carved onto the front of it.
Excellent. This seems to be where we're trying to go, Clarion.
I agree. What do we...
Well,
I assume we're going to be interrupting some ritual.
you think so? Do we hear anything? Is there like any sort of like chants or anything?
Give me a perception check at the door.
7?
16.
No, there's it sounds pretty quiet on the other side of the door.
Well, if they heard us coming, then
Yeah. Did
might as well go.
Renard, give me a perception check.
11.
Great. You don't catch it in time to see what it is, but a symbol flashes on the wall, like an arcane symbol. It's been carved there, and it lights up for a second, and then a message implants itself in your head, which says essentially it's left by someone, and it says, if anyone's looking for us, they've taken us down here. They've taken us down here. It's like jumbled, hastily put together. Taking us down.
So is that just
There's
in
a
my
ritual.
head?
Yeah, it's in your head.
Okay. Guys, I'm getting a weird message in my head that there's some people that
I
were...
push open the door.
Oh boy.
You push open the door, and inside you can see a room. It's been lit by torches. It's not very big. This looks like an entry chamber to a larger Macaulet complex. There's an entrance to the left, right, and straight ahead. There is a big sort of statue of a man with his wolf companion. It's like the progenitor Macaulet. And standing in front, Clarion, you see a familiar face. You see standing in front of you Michael Macaulet, who you remember from your days as a Macaulet Marauder. Additionally, you see the Wug-Witch is standing close to the far door. She's staying farther back, and you can see that there are additionally 3 little zombies that are, well, little zombies, I call them little, but they're like regular humans, not zombies. 3 zombies that are standing next to him, and he like looks at you, and he says, he draws his sword. Yeah. What does he have? Yeah, he has a sword, I guess. Oh no, he has a pole arm. Excuse me, he has a glaive. He has his glaive, and he kind of levels it at you guys. And he looks at you and he says, "You best now go and turn around." And then he like looks at you and he says, "Clarion Johns."
Michael Macaulet.
Is this a person in which you are familiar with?
Go ahead, Clarion, tell him.
He was my leader when I was part of the Macaulet Marauders. Before I knew about all the dealings they did,
Dealings such as what?
well, I thought they were stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, but they were stealing from the rich and killing the rich and selling it to the poor.
Just trying to make a profit, Clarion. Just trying to keep the economy alive.
You are the economy.
No, my father is the economy.
Gilliman's just like really confused, just like looking around the room.
It's like a tennis ball.
Economy.
Jamie notices the Wug-Witch over there,
Mhm.
and his eyes have not left her whatsoever. What is she doing?
She's standing there. You see she has a voodoo doll kind of at the ready with a pin in it. And now that she's noticed that your eyes have locked, you like stare each other down. You can see her muttering, "Wug, wug, 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 wug," under her breath.
How far away is she?
She's across the room. The room is probably... I'll describe the room. There's a statue in the center of it, and the room is probably 50 feet by 30 feet. No, it's got to be bigger than that, right? No, it's 50 feet by 30 feet. Trying to put numbers to what's in my head. Yeah, it's 50 feet by 30 feet, so she's about 50 feet away.
Okay, I think that's far enough. Do I notice that she's saying wug 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 wug?
I mean, she's just kind of muttering. Yeah, you don't
Okay.
know what she's saying though.
I'm gonna shove a message in her head. That's just gibberish. That's just like blah 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 blah. Trying to interrupt her train of thought, just like.
As she like looks annoyed, the zombies continue to sway, and Macaulet's polearm stays ready, and he says, "All right, why don't you guys get on out of here?"
Do you have my sisters and my mother?
I don't believe I ever met your sisters, Clarion. What did they look like?
3 redheaded 20-year-old girls.
The wizards, yes. Yes, we have quite a lot of wizards down here, Clarion, doing things that you couldn't possibly understand. So why don't you and your friends just head on out of here before you go and get yourselves killed?
Do the zombies have hair?
What?
Do the zombies have hair?
No.
Okay.
What a weird thing. I don't know what's going on in your brain, but I'm really curious now.
He wants to make sure that they're not.
I want to make sure the 3 zombies are not the 3 sisters.
No, the 3 zombies are not. These zombies are significantly older.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like rotting.
Hey, even older zombies
their
can
hair
look good, okay?
So yeah, they have the zombie sway, and he says, we have lots of wizards down here working on something you couldn't possibly understand.
Well, I guess it's time we free them. I draw my wand.
Everyone roll initiative.
Yay!
10 for me.
Wait, stop saying numbers until I ask for them. I have a lot of initiatives to roll here.
Quick, everyone just start saying numbers. Just start saying numbers.
Blue 42, Blue 72, 55.
Wait, see if I can do this in real life. Blah, 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 blah.
Shut up.
Oh God. Okay. 1. Okay. All right. What do we got?
10 for me.
12.
Okay.
16.
16,
12.
12,
15.
15. Ooh, look at you guys. So, okay, then Guillemot. So it's gonna go Wug-Witch, then Guillemot, then I'm gonna describe the 3 zombies. There's going to be a zombie who is in a kilt. There's a kilted zombie who is going from left to right. He's the one sort of like the farthest left. There is one that is standing. They like form a triangle in front of Macaulet. There's one in the middle. This one, he has only one arm, so he's Z1 arm. And the last one is going to be a zombie that looks fairly fresh. We're going to call this one Fresh Zombie. He's the freshest.
Is he like a Fresh Prince of Marais?
Yeah.
Nice.
He got beat up. I had to go live with his auntie and uncle.
Okay, so it's going to go Wug-Witch, Gillimon, Kilted Zombie, then Slick, then between Clarion and
Renee goes first.
Renee. Okay, Renee.
Renard.
Renard. This is like the okay. Renee.
At least they're not D's.
Yeah, at least they're not Darius.
Darius.
Damien, Demon, Devil.
Jamie.
Doppelganger.
Michael. Then the one-armed zombie, and then the fresh zombie. Z-Fresh! Okay.
Z-Fresh.
Wug-Witch is up
That's
first.
zombie
She has the
as
pin
fuck.
halfway there. She's locking eyes with Jamie. She's just gonna put the pin in it and just push your little doll onto the ground. Go ahead and give me a will save.
Will save.
Wisdom save.
I believe you get +0.
I get +2
Oh.
to wisdom saves.
Oh, is that what? That's one of your proficiencies.
I
yeah.
guess.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it's +3 of his proficiency. 12.
Okay, you fail, and she just goes wug wug wug, and slams the doll onto the ground. Oof! You get slammed onto the ground, and the wind knocks out of you. You're knocked prone.
Is this a spell?
What?
Is this a spell? That she's casting on me?
It's a spell-like ability.
Spell like ability. Okay. Like the effing.
What are you trying to do?
Just trying to use my plot armor.
Oh, it probably counts. What ability of it are you trying to use?
To bring order while wearing the robe and the target of the spell or attack as a reaction, you may spend 1 charge to require the attack to make the attack at disadvantage.
Okay, this isn't an attack.
Okay.
It's got to have an attack roll. This one
Okay.
doesn't.
Yeah.
So she collapses you onto the ground, and you see she kind of like moves a little bit further into one of the tunnels. She's kind of hanging back for this fight. Gillimon.
How far away is the Wug-Witch from me now?
She's probably 50 feet away.
50 feet.
She's on the other side of the room.
I reach in my coat, pull out a doll that's on a string,
Uh-huh.
and start chanting towards the doll. Give me a charisma save.
Oh, no.
Wug battle. Wug battle.
Wug battle. Wug battle. Wug battle.
I fail.
Chase.
She disappears.
Oh!
And the doll sits there in a bubble encased.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, let me know when I get
What the
another save for that. Probably at the end of her turn, I get another save or something? Or 1
Nope.
minute?
She's gone for a minute.
Perfect. I love it. All right. The zombie with the kilt. The zombie with the kilt is now going to. No, I'm happy you did that. The zombie with the kilt is now going to like lurch forward. And what's kind of your guys' positioning here at the far end of the room?
I think we've opened up. Renard's probably on the left with me in front,
Uh-huh.
and then everyone else is kind of behind me.
Okay.
I'm kind of like back on the right, though.
Perfect.
I'm probably the furthest back.
So he's going to then come up and he's going to try to slam attack Clarion.
Slamming.
The kilt zombie raises his arms up, and he's going to miss. How does he miss?
I just dive to the side and with my coat flying in the wind. I just duck out of the way.
Great. Then up next is Slick.
All right. As all this was going on while they were talking and everything, Squeeze was slowly spiraling down my arm.
Okay.
And so, right when the zombie went after Clarion, I was like, "Go ahead, Squeeze," and it just like shot off me and went right towards the kilt zombie.
Okay.
And Squeeze is gonna try to constrict the zombie.
Okay.
And 6.
6 is
9.
9 hits.
Cool. Sorry, I forgot my. And constricted 1D.
The squeeze like snakes up around the zombie.
Yeah.
You just start squeezing. You can hear like dry ribs starting to pop.
9 damage.
As
And
the,
he's constricted.
great.
And then I'm gonna use my. Then I'm gonna raise my crossbow, holding my other hand. And how far are the other zombies?
They're all. So the killed one is in the is actually the farthest left. So he's moved forward. So the other one is about even. He was just standing maybe a few feet in front of Michael, who's like about halfway into the room. So the zombie's maybe like 10 feet in front of you guys, and the other one is probably closer to 25 feet away to the right.
Okay.
That all makes sense.
Then I'm gonna go. Hey, zombies! It's supposed to stay dead. And I'm gonna fire a crossbow bolt at at the next closest one.
Okay, so at the one-armed zombie.
The one-armed zombie. Yes. 13.
13 hits.
All right. 9 damage.
I love that you give me the same damage total, so I don't have to do any more math. Okay. Excellent. Renard.
It was already me?
Yeah.
How far is the fresh zombie?
The fresh zombie is the furthest one. It's about 25 feet all the way to the right.
Oh. Then I'm going to go after the one-armed one.
Great. So you're going to move up because he's not quite up to you guys yet. You're going to move up to engage him? Perfect.
I'm going to move up, and that's... can do math. 20... No.
It hits.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do math.
As you're running by, the kilt zombie is going to just like flail its arms and take its reaction.
I thought he was constricted.
That doesn't...
Constriction didn't prevent
his reaction.
He can't move.
So even though the snake's on him, he just swings his arms at you. He gets a critical, and so he's going to deal you 8 damage.
Ooh.
As he just like hits you in the back as you're running, but you still make it to the other zombie.
Okay.
Okay. Clarion Johns.
So
you still have an attack.
Yeah, I can still attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So... 7 damage, and then 10, 13 to hit.
13 hits.
And 5 damage. So I'm going to kind of stumble after I get attacked by that first zombie. But as I'm recovering, I'm going to come up and raise my rapier, stab him as it, and then recover and bring it down again for a second hit.
Perfect. Next is Clarion.
Jamie, blast Michael! And I move forward, giving him inspiration, and then I let loose with the wand, aiming directly at Michael.
Okay.
6 charges?
I use in 6 charges, yep.
Is that 7 total?
Yep.
No, I think 1 is.
10, 17.
Perfect. Your missiles. Tell me how the missiles fall. Tell me what it looks like. I should describe Michael. He has a pole arm, and he wears. He doesn't wear much armor. You notice, and so he is wearing like fairly nice clothes, but it looks like they've been kind of worn. They're like really well made, like the sort of clothes you would wear out like in the wilderness. He has a traditional Moorish kilt. He has a necklace, which is the Macaulet moon with the wolf carved out of it along his neck. And it looks like his clothes are a little too big for him, or it looks like they might be able to stretch. He has a beard.
I move past.
Black beard.
I move past, putting my wand away and drawing my rapier and my crossbow.
Okay. Excellent. Jamie.
Jamie gets up from having his face slammed on the ground. He gets up. He goes, oh, slam? Okay, blast. All right. He looks at Macaulet. He goes, you see, my friend, you have no chance. Because we've already gotten rid of your Wug-Witch, and these zombies are not long for afterlife. So you should just give up right now. And lightning comes out of my hand.
Oh, okay. What do I got? What do I have to do?
You got spell attack versus AC. Oh, I'm gonna use it my wand. I'm gonna pull out my wand and use it. Actually,
Wonderful.
21 versus AC.
That is gonna hit.
Excellent. Give me your D12s. I need 4 of them. Ooh, good.
Oh,
Damn.
13, 20, 22 damage.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Lightning, you say?
Yeah.
The lightning hits him, and it crackles around as the arcs fly up and knocks dust and debris from the room. He takes a step back. You are you're pretty close. Yes, Jamie.
I'm between them.
Okay, you're between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Well,
he's gonna.
It's kind of off. I'm not.
Yeah, because you're kind of off to the side.
Yeah.
Because he goes after you. As he takes the lightning, he's gonna take some steps towards you, and he can still stay pretty far away because he has his glaive, and he's actually going to stab you several times with it to try to get
Wait,
you
he
to stop.
ran to Jamie?
Yes.
Yeah, but Jamie's off to the far side
okay.
of the room, so he can
He
do it
avoided
without.
everyone
Yep.
in the way. Okay.
Let's see here. Hold
I'll
on.
let you know if he's gonna get into a spot where you can attack him.
Okay.
He actually is going to first swing the glaive far around you.
I'm gonna use my entropic ward for this attack.
Okay.
Which is one of my fancy otherworldly patron thingies. When a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on that roll.
Okay. Disadvantage on this one.
If the attack misses you, your next attack roll, the creature has
14
advantage.
hit.
14. Yes, it meets. I have
Okay.
14.
So he hits you with 14 for 9 damage as he cuts you with the glaive. Second attack.
Okay.
That's 13 again on the die, so that's another hit for another 9.
Okay, so I'm at.
Wait, did you say 13?
Well, I rolled 13 on the die,
Oh, okay.
so it hits him.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 9 and 8.
9 and 9.
9 and 9, so 18 total damage.
Here's another one.
Oh,
Oh.
Does 19 hit you?
yes.
Okay. I just want to keep checking in case there's something else going on. For 13 damage.
Ooh.
And so he cuts you once, brings around, cuts you again, while the lightning, I assume, is still attacking him.
Mm-hmm.
He brings it around a third time, and then he's going to take it back, and I'm going to try to stab you in the stomach.
4 total attacks?
Yes.
Holy mama. Okay,
27 hit?
yes. 27 hits
Just
a
1,000.
terrestrial.
8 more damage.
27? How is he what kind of magic bullshit is going on here?
He stabs you. He's real good with that glaive.
Well,
And he stabs you in the
Let me
stomach.
see if I'm dead. Hold on. So that's
39.
39. Ah! Screw you!
Jamie stays
Still,
at
So lightning's still on me.
lightning's still on you.
Nice.
All right. The one-armed zombie who is currently engaged with Renard. He's gonna attack you. As I should say, as Michael is stabbing you in the stomach, he with his glaive, so he's 10 feet back from you, and he looks at you and he says, "Who's not long for this world now?" Renard does 21 hit against you.
Yes, it does. I'm gonna try.
6 damage. Oh, you're what?
I was gonna try and raise my buckler, but he is able to knock me
He
through it.
knocks your arm out of the way and hits you. The fresh zombie still hasn't moved to anyone yet. He's gonna actually move up to Renard as well, and he's gonna try to slam you. He misses very terribly. His rubbery flesh gets in the way of his arms as he tries to bring them across and just slam himself against you, but your buckler that you raised for the other one just hits his arms. We're back up at the top. The Wug-Witch is still gone, so Gillimon, you're up.
I move my hand to cup the bubbled doll to make sure it's still held aloft, and I pull a clear gem out of my pocket and place it over my other eye and look directly at Michael.
Okay.
I'm going to make a attack. Does a be
Natural
sure
20.
that does. Yeah, natural 20, but does a 21 hit?
Yes.
All right. give me a con save and take 9 points of damage. This purple beam slowly starts appearing and then jets across the room and hits him right in the stomach.
Doesn't
6.
6 fails. He begins vomiting and feels poisoned.
Groovy.
Ooh. Does the damage not double if it's a magic attack?
I don't believe it does.
No.
Oh, okay.
So he has
Okay.
disadvantage on attack and I think disadvantage on ability checks.
Has advantage on attack rolls and ability checks. You got it. Beautiful. You can see that he's
He's being shocked by lightning and like water.
Okay, beautiful. All right. The kilted zombie who are they all in front? No, the kilted zombie you have shot.
Constricted.
No, I shot
he's
the one-armed
being
zombie.
he's being
Kilted zombie's
constricted.
being constricted.
Okay, that's right. So he's actually going to try to. How do I break out of being constricted? Is it a athletics check?
It's a grapple.
Okay, so it's an athletics check.
Yeah.
14 against. So you make a grapple check for squeeze as well, or an athletics check.
Yeah. Yep. That's gonna break the grapple.
So he throws the snake off, and then he's gonna slam squeeze. 19. Does 19 hit?
Yes.
For 3 damage.
Okay.
Throws the snake off, slams it to the ground, which deals it 3 damage as it hits. Slick, you're up.
All right. Squeeze is going to try to constrict him again.
Okay. Gets right back up.
Yeah. Squeeze is pissed. She's like, she wants to crush that dude's skull. 15.
15 hits. Yeah, 15 definitely hits.
5 damage. So, yeah, Squeeze gets slammed down, but just like comes right back up and starts wrapping around his middle.
Perfect. And your turn.
Yes, and then I am going to. I sort of noticed Squeeze get hit, so I get kind of protective, and I'm gonna turn to the killed zombie. I'm gonna shoot it.
Great.
23.
Yep.
Ooh.
Big hit.
Boom. And 8 damage.
Okay.
So much more resilient zombies.
Apparently.
At least they're not spitting acid.
True.
Yeah.
Yes. So for the only person spin up anything is Macaulet.
Tell me how the zombie goes down.
All right, so I turn and I shoot, and it goes through the zombie's neck, and Squeeze keeps crushing, and then Squeeze is so tight actually that she goes like inside, and as the zombie's falling down, Squeeze slithers up through its neck and breaks the bolt in its neck and climbs out of the mouth.
Breaks the bolt of his neck, climbs up, but then the zombie looks like it's about to go down, and it gets back up, still barely hanging on.
Oh my god! Like, Squeeze is currently inside then.
Yeah, with Squeeze inside. Renaud,
Okay.
you have 2 zombies in front of you.
Yes.
You have one with one arm and one who looks so fresh. Head
Yes.
to
So fresh.
Not so clean though.
toe. No.
So I am going to attack the fresh zombie for 7.
Yep, that hits.
Oh, perfect.
Zombies ain't got no AC.
And I'm going
That's
to
a t-shirt.
I'm going to expend a superiority dice
Okay.
and try and trip it. I need a strength saving throw from you.
From me, I can do that. Okay, 13.
That fails. So
Okay.
he is knocked prone.
You bring your rapier down, and you flip the zombie onto its legs, and it
Did I give you the damage for
clumsily falls
that?
to the ground. No.
Okay. It is 9 plus 15 damage there.
Okay.
And then as I'm going to go for another attack with him on the ground.
You have advantage.
I do. 20 something
Yep.
to hit.
A lot.
And 9 more damage to it.
Okay. This zombie, you stab it, and he is reduced to dust
Perfect.
as he falls into the ground.
And then I'm going to use my action surge
Okay.
to attack the one-arm zombie.
Great.
And I'm going to try and slice its other arm off. 18 to hit
Yes.
for 12 damage.
Okay.
Is it still alive?
Oh, I lost a die. Hold on. I have to make a save. So tell me how it goes down.
So I'm going to slice its other arm off, and it's going to lose its balance, and then I'm just going to kick it to the ground.
It looks like you sliced his arm off, you kick it to the ground, and it then still gets back up with Squeeze still inside of it. It just continues to lurch on.
That was the one-arm zombie, not the
Correct.
kilted one.
Correct.
I thought Squeeze...
Squeeze is inside the
Oh, it's inside the kilted, excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, no, excuse me. Same thing happens though. Just no Squeeze inside of it. I'm getting my zombies confused. Alrighty, Clarion Johns.
I'm going to approach.
Wait,
Michael
can I
Macaulet.
can I use my second attack still from the action surge?
Yeah.
Am I
ahead.
in range to hit the constrict? Can I run over to the constricted one?
Do you have any movement left? Yeah, you haven't.
Yeah,
used
because
any,
I was
so
right
yeah, go
there.
ahead.
Yeah, so I'm
You
going to
move
run
between
over
attacks.
to that one and attack it. Natural one.
You stab your rapier in, and because Squeeze is in there, go ahead and you accidentally stab Squeeze. So
Ooh.
go ahead and deal your damage.
10 damage.
You hear Squeeze go.
Squeeze,
Let
you
out a-
son of a bitch!
Let out a noise. Sorry, Clarion, go ahead.
I approach Michael Macaulet. I am going to slash him with my rapier. 9 and 16.
16 hits.
Perfect. 4 points of damage.
You bring your sword up, and as you try to cut at him, you just see that it just grazes his skin as if nothing. And he laughs, Clarion. He says, yeah, he as you cut him, he kind of takes the sword and he says, "Come on, Johns, you should know this by now."
I hate what you made me become. And I pull out my gun. 17.
17 hits.
Silver bullets. For 1 point of damage.
The bullet just grazes his shoulder, but you see a little trickle of blood come down, and he's pissed. Jamie,
is...
Witch Bolt.
Yes, I'm going to keep Witch Bolt up. Because I can do that.
You didn't have to make a concentration check at all to keep that up when you were damaged.
Oh, I believe I do, yeah.
Okay. I just thought of it just now.
Yeah, me too.
Con saving throw?
Yeah. 6. That's probably down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So during the hits, it
Yeah.
stopped.
Fine. Okay, then that's not happening.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, I see the bullet go by and the blood happen, and I turn to Claire and it's like, you're not telling me. All right, fine. But I'm going to take a step back and go like this. Rings, glowy, 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 glowy.
Great. Excellent. Michael now is going to. He's going to. Now the bullet has struck him. He's just going to howl as he bursts into his werewolf form.
Am I close
his
enough?
hybrid form. What?
Am I close enough?
To change?
Yeah.
No, he's doing this willingly.
Oh.
And so he transforms into a werewolf, but the howl does Clarion make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and there's this primal pack instinct for a second, but you push it down.
and he still has his glaive. He's gonna attack Clarion twice. I'm rolling so many dice for these attacks.
You also
So-
still disadvantages.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's
Yeah.
do. Here is an attack coming at. I got 2 for each of you guys at the glaive. Or are you close enough now? You guys are like within.
Yeah, we're both.
Yeah.
Okay. So then he's gonna drop the glaive and he's gonna fight with his claws and bites. So I got 2 claws coming for Clarion. Here's the first one at disadvantage. That's gonna be a big miss. He just is still feeling a little woozy and he swipes out of the air. Second one is also going to swipe at the air. At the same time, he's got some more claws coming for Jamie. Does 15 hit you, Jamie?
Unfortunately, yes.
Not with inspiration.
Whoa!
You get 8 more points of AC.
Really? That's a thing
Yes.
inspiration can do?
Yes,
Oh.
combat inspiration.
Oh. Nino! No, it doesn't.
All right. Both of the claws miss, and then Jamie, I got a bite coming at you.
Bring it on.
That's one I should have avoided.
8.
8 versus my AC?
Yeah.
No.
So he comes at you with a bite, and he tries to bite me. Take a step back. He's snapping and clawing. He is pissed. The one-armed zombie is going to.
He's dead.
No, the fresh zombie's dead.
Fresh
the one-armed
zombie's
zombie's still up.
Yeah.
I thought I
And the
killed him.
kilted. No, he got back up.
You only killed one.
Yeah.
Oh.
You knocked him down and they get back up.
Unless you do some mumbo jumbo.
And he's going to run over and he's gonna run over and he's going to try to hit Slick. He's gonna come up to you since you're wielding a crossbow. He's just gonna try to slam you. 6.
Misses.
Stupid zombie.
Tell me how you dodge him.
Alright, so yeah, he raises his fist to like slam down on me, and I just kind of like take a step back, like, whoa! Holy.
The fresh
Not very
zombie.
graceful.
The fresh zombie is the dead one.
Yes.
Okay, we're back up at the top with Gillimon.
All right. Maintaining my concentration on the bubble, I drop the gem that was in my hand and pull out my seashell shaker, and my image starts to waver and split, and the other one appears right next to Michael.
As you say boo, you can see the wolf face like right in front of you. He's not afraid of you. That's
my turn.
Great. The kilted zombie, which is in front of Renee, is going to try to hit Renard. Ugh, you guys picked Renee and Renard. Anyway, he's going to...
Slick!
I know. I named another character in here Renee, and so like the word Renee is like rattling around in my brain. It's okay, I did this with Clarion for like forever, if I remember correctly. So the zombie's going to miss. Tell me how he misses. He misses terribly.
Which zombie is
The one-armed... the kilted zombie.
the kilted zombie?
Yeah,
Is gonna try
Squeeze
and
still inside.
attack me, but Squeeze is constricting him and blocking, impeding his progress.
Like...
That brings a whole new image to the idea of constricted, is having the thing inside of you constricting like your
I just
spine.
imagine just because like
It's-
going around bones and just like trying to like.
Slick, you're up.
Okay, I just witnessed him stab Squeeze,
It was an
and
accident.
then I dodge, and I'm gonna run up to the kilted zombie. I'm gonna like shove Renard's on, like, you stupid pretty boy, and then I'm gonna try and like pull Squeeze out. Like I'm gonna try and
Okay.
reach in.
Great, give me a grapple check.
15.
Great, you pull Squeeze out, and the zombie like...
All right, and I set Squeeze on the ground, and then I'm gonna take my dagger and try to like stab him in the head.
Okay.
23.
23 hits, most certainly.
Zombies ain't got no AC.
8 damage, if that matters, because these are special zombies.
No, these are regular zombies, actually.
You just didn't do that last fight.
Yeah, well, I did. I just failed early.
Oh.
So 8 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me how he goes down.
So I pull Squeeze out and throw him on the ground, and I pull my dagger out real quickly and just sort of like go up into the skull of the zombie.
Zombie looks like it's about to fall over, but the necromantic energy just keeps him up. Keeps him up at 1 HP. All right. Renard.
Okay. So he pushed me out of the way. Am I still by that?
Yeah, you're still by it.
Yeah, it was more like just a brushing.
Oh, okay.
It was dramatic effect.
Well, I'm gonna hop forward and try and stab it as it just got up.
Okay.
Ooh, 9.
9 hits. Because zombies ain't got no. All together. Zombies ain't got no AC. Title.
8 damage.
Okay. This is the kilted or the one-armed?
This is the kilted.
Okay.
At this point, you can basically just blow on him and he'll go down. It depends on if Steven rolls a dice well enough.
I'm dead and no AC.
Tell me how it goes down.
So he's gonna
Don't make it interesting, or it'll just.
Don't waste too much creative energy on this right now.
So Slick has stabbed the zombie
Yeah, in the face with the
in
dagger.
the face, and as he pulls out the dagger, I stab him, and he falls to the ground.
The zombie.
The zombie, yes.
Okay. The zombie falls to the ground and is reduced to dust.
And then I'm going to move over to the one-armed zombie. Haven't I killed you before? And I'm going to use my second attack to stab him. Hit for 15 damage.
Okay. Tell me how it goes down.
So as I say, haven't I killed you before? I'm just going to stab him again and knock him to the ground. And for good measure, I'm going to stick my sword in him.
As you stick the sword in, he's reduced to dust.
Yes. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do second wind.
Okay.
So
Clarion Jones, while he's healing up.
Ooh.
You see, Macaulet, I haven't forgotten the face of my father. I pull out my other gun. I'm feeling lucky.
Oh, yeah, you are.
22.
Yep.
I wish I could roll this die. 8 points of silver bullet damage. Jamie, keep up the fences.
Keep up the fences?
Yes.
You fire the bullet and it damages him. And he's like, I don't know what you got there, whatever kind of fancy magic, boy, but I'm going to enjoy taking it from you and killing you with it. Jamie
goes, that, sir, is no magic. This is magic! Sword.
Okay.
Ha! Ha! Ta! Double attacking with the swording. Ooh, 1 is a 20, 1 is a 9.
Oh, you're 2 attacks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The 20 is going to hit.
Okay.
You'll have to remind me of something, though. On what, whether or not your packed weapon is magical.
It is indeed magical.
Because it's the Nottish steel one, right?
No, it's because any magic,
Okay,
any
great,
packed
perfect.
weapon is magic. It could have been a spoon.
Okay.
It could have been a magic spoon.
Magic spoon.
New
The spoon
warlock.
knight.
Hashtag warlock goals.
I was hungry.
11 damage.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. I'm up. I'm gonna unleash some fury at Jamie. I'm gonna start off with the bite.
Ooh.
18. Does 18 hit ya?
18.
Not after this.
It's still, it's...
Great. He clamps down and bites you in the neck through your armor. Through your magic armor for 7 damage.
7 damage. You take 20 damage.
Oh, is he not?
No,
disadvantaged
this is
anymore?
only that round.
Oh, okay. Oh, great.
He takes 20 damage, Steven.
Okay. What kind of damage?
Sweet.
Well, it's cold damage technically.
Oh.
But we haven't reskinned it.
Okay. Great. That's fine. 20.
Yes, because I have to cast it at the highest level.
Oh, ooh, that is a lot. Okay, but make a con save.
Ooh, can't say.
Actually, make a con save, but
I'll do it over.
I'm gonna yeah. Come on over. I get to know the result of this dice. Okay,
Do you wanna,
I know the answer to the question that everyone is wondering, and I said 7 damage.
I didn't take
Great.
7 damage.
All right, he bites you, and now I got some claws coming. Let's do some claws for Clarion. I got 4 claws coming for you, Clarion. Does 14 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, what about 16?
Nope.
Okay, then these two definitely do, because they are above 20. So
Says
then,
you.
says me. These two do, so it is a total of, it's 8 damage slashing, and 5 damage slashing.
So it's the same amenity that he felt during.
It's different.
Okay.
It's different, because you're still a good guy.
Okay. What was the damage total? Sorry.
It was 8 and 5.
Okay, perfect.
Good guy.
Back up the top, Glimon Ripper.
The other version of me steps towards Jamie and reaches his hand out and starts chanting as smoke tendrils start appearing from his hand. As he touches his wound, your wounds start to mend.
Like tendrils, like.
And they start knitting all the damage back together. So 15 points back.
That goes in regular hit point box. Ooh. Thanks.
Beautiful. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Slick?
What, all the zombies are gone?
They are.
yes.
So all that's left.
All that's left is a big hairy werewolf man.
All right. I am going to try. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on Michael.
Okay.
Michael McWerewolf.
Michael McWerewolf. Okay.
Yeah, and it just happens. It's a bonus action. And then I'm going to
Tell me what it looks like when you cast it.
Okay, I'm gonna point. And I'm like, I ain't never tasted werewolf before.
I love it.
And then I'm gonna raise my crossbow and fire. 14.
14 hits.
15 damage.
So your
Oh, plus, actually, because I marked him, I forget. 1 second, everybody.
This
Hold
is-
on, it's okay.
all piercing damage.
Yes.
right.
18.
Your bolt hits him, and because it's a regular normal bolt, it bounces off of him.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then.
And then anything else? Any movement or anything?
No, that's it.
Great, Renard.
Seeing the bullets or the arrows just bounce off, I'm sort of standing there and I'll have like no idea what to do. And so I'll delay action.
Clarion.
I don't know.
I'm going to remove my bolts from my belt.
Okay,
I'm going to throw them at Slick.
great. Your silver bolts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Use these. These will pierce his hide.
Wait.
How
How many of those are there?
like a 20.
Oh.
We're seeing the coming 20s.
Can I grab some of those?
Do you have a
No,
crossbow?
you cannot.
I do. I have a.
But so you can shoot my snake.
And I will say, I kill with my heart, Macaulet. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
12.
You fail. You have disadvantage on your next attack roll, and you take 5 points of psychic damage.
The psychic energy racks his brain.
He's starting to look bad. Jamie.
Jamie is just slashing away. He's doing some. He's trying to like do some like cool like upward slashes and like all that kind of stuff.
The blood drips from his wound in his neck.
Perhaps. We don't know. No one knows. So anyway, two attacks.
You know.
The shadow.
Only
knows.
God knows.
And he's a toucan.
One is an 18. One is a 14.
They both hit.
Ooh, all right. D10s. Over the percentage dice, because no one likes percentage dice. 12 plus 19 damage.
Great. Excellent.
So that's basically it's a thrust, but because it's a one-sided blade, it's a thrust. But I just with my backward slice, I slice him,
okay.
and then I go down and I get him from shoulder to liver.
It opens him up, and you can see that he's starting to bleed. He says he looks at you guys kind of outnumbered, and he says, "Get out of here, Clarion! You don't understand. We're just trying to keep the region under control." But as he says that, he's gonna come at you with a bunch of claws. Let's do 2 claws for Jamie. Woo! 12? Does 12 hit?
No.
Okay. 2 claws for Clarion.
What, both with 12?
Sounds like a band.
2 claws for Clarion.
17.
Hits.
Okay, one of them hits
Greatest hits.
for 7 damage.
Alright.
I'm gonna try to bite Gillimon.
Okay.
8.
8 does not hit, and it just passes straight through the body of the Gillimon closest to him. Bob protects them.
Gillimon, you're up.
Gillimon sounds like the greatest like dick boss fight in a
The version of me that's farthest away walks over to Slither, right? Slick. And touch your snake and grab some of the snake blood. I'm going to use this. And the other version of me flicks it at Michael. Give me a con save.
Natural 20.
Oh, passes. So the blood starts flying at him and it starts turning green and then goes back to blood and just hits him in his face.
He licks it off. Slick.
Alright, I'm going to load up my crossbow with one of the silver bolts that Clarion tossed over to me. And I'm going to shoot this werewolf. 21.
21 hits.
Alright, so I get to do one of these. Okay. So that's 15. Yeah.
He looks over at Clarion and he says, "I know what you've done, Clarion, and I'll see you in hell for it." And tell me how he goes down.
I let loose, and it just goes and right in the neck.
As he tries to gasp the last word out, he falls down to the ground. At that same moment, I'm going to say it's been about a minute. The Wug-Witch, does she just hop back?
She reappears back to where she was standing as long as it's not occupied.
Great. She stands right back to where she was, and she looks at what's going on, and she scampers down the hallway into the next room.
Chase scene.
We'll see that chase scene next time on Threshold. Let's questions, comments, concerns.
That was cool. That was great.
That was fun.
I did not think corpse light would serve any purpose whatsoever, but
It was
it worked. It was
adequate
clutch.
use
It
of
was-
the
I
spell.
thought it was a
Cool
cool,
moment.
cool flavor thing just to throw in.
How did the dungeon feel?
Didn't feel like a dungeon.
Yeah.
I didn't get any real dungeon vibes off of it.
Okay.
It did feel creepy to me though.
Yeah,
it was creepy.
I really like it.
Eerie.
But
Not as much like explore, like open this door, open that door, kind of
Yeah.
dungeon-esque. It was just.
Did it feel prepared?
Yeah, just to me, it kind of felt like you're walking through a library and you're kind of like because you use that reference that it's like putting books into rooms. So it was like, oh, this isn't the one we need. This isn't the one we need. Oh, look, new room. This isn't the one we need.
I could tell that you rolled randomly for
it was probably pretty obvious, but I just decided to have I didn't know what to do with the first half of the session, so I just decided let's explore. Here's the map that I drew as I was making it.
Okay.
So I hope it felt like kind of a cool location.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Did you make it like on the fly as we were playing?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Oh, I thought you did it like yesterday.
Oh no, I did it as we were doing it.
Well, I visited some catacombs when I was in Rome, and that's what it feels like because you're walking down some section, and it was like there was a bunch of different layers, and it was like super mishmash, and it felt really random because they were sort of doing it as is.
Because I was doing it random.
And yeah,
Creepy. It was creepy.
It's just always a thing for me is because I wanted to be like between Macaulet and Jamie and the rest of the party. So like
you like to be able to have. You don't like the theater of the mind. You want.
Yeah, well, I mean, but like. Maybe it's the way Jamie described it. Is like he was like, I'm off to the side, and I thought we were still in the hallway, and we hadn't like come into the room and fanned out yet.
I see.
So
yeah, because that's how Jamie made it seem like he was off to the side.
So I just
that's I guess really when I like ask for things like that, like that's like what's your positioning?
Okay.
Because I thought when Macaulet first moved, I thought he was running like past the two of us because of how we were positioned. But
but he wasn't because Jamie was off. Because Jamie said he was off to the side.
Yeah. So that just like
it's real important to like and. I'll try to do this is make sure that there's like clear. Also, I don't really like do the opportunity attacks too much unless it's obvious you're running past someone. And it's only when I got to remember this when you leave all their threatened squares. You can move around in their threatened squares as much as you want. You can sidestep. You can walk around them, but it's only when you leave that they get the attack. So yeah, anything else? Werewolf.
Yeah.
Give
me a werewolf.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I don't even know.
Someone knows.
Yeah,
I do know. Would you like Jamie to be a werewolf?
One of them, sure.
Oh.
I mean, I don't have the voice to go, so I don't know how to play a werewolf.
Okay.
But I think it'd be fun to be some sort of lycanthrope.
Okay.
Or transformer.
All right. I don't know. I don't know when I'll reveal it or not, but I'll keep it in mind.
Make it good. I want to be surprised.
The zombies. So when they reach 0 hit points, they make a con saving throw equal to a DC of 5 plus the damage taken, and then if they make it, then they just go back to 1 hit point.
Oh wow.
So that's one gripe I will have is tell me how it goes down. It's definitely not the line we want to hear as players when it goes down, but it doesn't stay down. So I don't know.
Because I thought it was down. That's why I went.
So I get it.
I get the approach.
Yeah, I want it to because you do take it down, but then it stays up. Yeah. I want it to feel like you keep taking it down, but it just won't die. But not like, and it just stays at 1. Like I don't want it to feel because it's different than like if I'm attacking a werewolf with a sword and it stays at 1 hit point because the sword isn't doing anything. I want it to have a different description than. You're killing the zombie. It goes to 0, but then it goes back to 1. So you are killing it each time.
But we've also built up the idea that like when you say, "Tell me how it goes down,"
right.
It's cinematic. Yeah. So like I think he cut off the one-armed zombie's other arm, and so it was like now the one-armed zombie is armless because we thought we killed it, and then
because you did kill it, and
I missed him getting back up. That's why I went and attacked the other one. Because if I had been paying attention, I would have then attacked that one. But
it was definitely it felt very almost horror-esque in that like kill it and then like
I liked it because like I thought I killed 2 of them and I was like no way man and it's perfect for me because like Slick hates like undead stuff. He hates all of this like creepy junk that we've been doing all day, so to watch these things that I've killed like get back up, he's just like losing it.
I love the one that I just picture it like it's legs and then squeeze and then torso.
That's such a cool visual of like it like
he's in there
going
like
around
trying to crush like
and then
ribs
like
and stuff,
accidentally stabbing it and like it coming out. And I thought that whole fight with that zombie, it's a challenge rating 1/4 zombie. Like, it's a nothing. But I like 5th edition because that zombie still is kind of relevant in this fight, enough so that, like, you guys weren't focused on one blow. I'm glad you kept my Wug-Witch out of harm. I need her for the next fight.
I wanted to shoot her when she reappeared.
Oh, I was gonna say, we definitely hand waved the minute going by.
I did hand wave the minute. Because
she had like
it was
another
pretty
30
close,
seconds.
though.
She was, yeah.
But you guys were like 5 or 6 rounds in, so it would have
Yeah.
been like maybe another 20 seconds or so.
I could have ended it early too, so.
Yeah. But I need her for the next fight,
Did you
so
want
I
to put
thought
like
this was a good way to do
statue
it.
there, like in her space, so she was like.
Yeah, she just.
I should have
No,
liked
I
that.
just wanted to like all of us standing there, like.
Firing squad. Well, maybe next time.
Yep.
This was fun. I had a lot of fun. Felt like some classic D&D with going through the dungeon.
Catacombs.
Only one more left at Threshold Homecoming. Who will live? Who will die? Is Jamie a werewolf? We will find out next time on Threshold Homecoming. Thanks for watching. Check us out on Twitter, on Facebook, on our subreddit. We will see you next week. Afterwards is tomorrow. And check out our Patreon, which will be up and running by the time this airs. Oh, and we just today started doing Periscope at the time of filming this. So we'll see you on that, or you'll rather see us on that. So we'll see you very soon, and have a great rest of your week.